Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Stuart. In today's lesson, we're looking at compound adjectives, some of the more difficult ones, and how we use them in English. Let's go to the intro. Now, as I said, today's lesson is looking at compound adjectives, and as we know, compound adjectives are two or more word adjectives that have a single meaning. And when you get to an advanced level of English, you need to be able to use these compound adjectives and understand them fairly well, let's say. Okay, so use and understand fairly well. Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words that we're going to put together with another word to form the compound adjective. Now, remember that normally we form the compound adjective with a hyphen, so we can see the hyphen here. So the objective, as I said, to put these words in the sentences so that they make sense, so that the compound adjective is correct, and also this will help you improve your English because some of these are fairly difficult ones. So let's have a look at the first one. Now, be careful in tourist areas. There are many something-fingered thieves looking to steal your wallet. Now, as you know, when you go to a big city, especially in Europe, there are a lot of people that are trying to steal your possessions, your wallet, your money, your phone, etc. So we're going to put one of these here to mean somebody who's very good with their fingers. Now, bad, kind, broad, one, light, tight, thin, long, light. So light-fingered thieves, people that are very good at stealing without you realizing. Okay, so you're walking down the street, somebody steals your wallet, a light-fingered thief or light-fingered thieves looking to steal your money, people that are very good and very agile with their hands. Now, the second one. Sally is one of the most something-hearted people I know. So we'll cross off light because we've used that. So Sally is one of the most something-hearted people I know. Bad-hearted, kind-hearted, broad-hearted, one-hearted, tight, thin, long, kind-hearted. That's right. So we'll put that in here. Kind-hearted. She has a kind heart. She's a nice person. She's kind-hearted. She's one of the most kind-hearted people that I know is Sally. Okay? So kind. So we'll cross kind off as well. Number 3. The managers are something-lipped about the future of the company. So we can imagine that the company is going to go through some changes in the future, but the managers are not saying anything. They're not saying anything to the workers. They're not telling the workers anything. So the managers are something-lipped. They're tight-lipped. They're tight-lipped. They're not spreading the information. They're not telling anybody anything. They're tight-lipped about the future of the company. Number 4, he's very something-minded for someone his age. We'll cross off tight because we've used it. He's very something-minded for someone his age. Fairly easy one, this one. We should be able to get it. So he's fairly broad-minded, meaning that he's quite liberal. He's open-minded for someone his age. Normally when people get older, they become more closed-minded, but he's very broad-minded for someone his age. He's quite a liberal thinker, okay? He's open-minded, broad-minded. Number 5. It's easy to upset Craig. So we'll cross off broad. It's easy to upset Craig. He's so something-skinned. Craig, you say something to him, he gets upset, he gets agitated, he gets angry. It's because he's so thin-skinned. Thin-skinned. He doesn't handle criticism very well. He's thin-skinned. The opposite is thick-skinned. If you're thick-skinned, you do handle criticism. If you're thin-skinned, you don't. So he's a thin-skinned person. He gets upset easily. Number 6. Many journalists give a something-sided view of current events. They give a something-sided view of current events. They don't give both sides. They only give a one-sided view, okay? They give a one-sided view of current events. One-sided. Not this side, only this side. So it's a one-sided view. It's a biased point of view. One-sided, okay? A problem with journalism nowadays. They give a one-sided view sometimes of current events. So we'll cross that one off. Second last one. We've only got 2 left. She gave a something-winded speech on the pros and cons of hitchhiking. You know what hitchhiking is, when you're on the side of the road with your thumb out and you're trying to get somebody to pick you up and take you to another destination. Not very common nowadays, but you still can see people hitchhiking. So she gave a something-winded speech. A bad-winded speech or a long-winded speech? Long-winded speech, that's right. So long-winded. The speech was long. It was too long. It was boring. There were too many big words. People lost interest in the speech very quickly. It was long-winded, boring. Okay? She gave a long-winded speech on the pros and cons of hitchhiking. A long-winded speech. So the last one, Paul becomes very bad-tempered if he doesn't sleep for at least 8 hours. We all know people like this. If they don't sleep enough, they become very bad-tempered. So Paul becomes bad-tempered if he doesn't sleep for at least 8 hours. So light-fingered, kind-hearted, tight-lipped, broad-minded, thin-skinned, one-sided, long-winded, and bad-tempered. So we have 8 compound adjectives and how we use them in English. Now, thank you very much for watching the lesson. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. Share the video on social media. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I'll see you in the next video lesson. Have a good day. Bye.